Hi, if you're new to guitar, and this is the first time you're playing, you want to learn some basic chords. Your G's, D's, A minor, C's, for example. And a really cool song to play for the first time around is Speak Now by Taylor Swift. It's got those chords and a very nice strumming pattern. It builds up into 3 different patterns. And first of all, to get going, we're going to focusing on your fretting hand. These are called frets over here. So your fretting hand will be the one that plays the chords. I also would be sending you the PDF file with this, with the diagrams on. So please make sure you've got your PDF printed out with you as well, so you can use it as a cross-reference. And we're going to focus now all the attention, like we said, onto your fretting hand. You can play this on acoustic guitar, nylon string, steel string, or electric guitar. It doesn't have to be electric. And as promised, here's the first chord. Now, you've got your PDF printed out. You'll see there's a 1 next to the circle under G, and that means finger number 1 has to go to fret number 2, first fret, second fret, 5th string from the bottom. We always count from the bottom. So starting for G, finger 1 here, finger 2 goes straight to the top of the 6th string, and then finger 3 goes to the 1st string right at the bottom, fingers 2 and 3 also in the 3rd fret. This is G. Now I want you to strum down, in other words all 6 strings, just a downward strum like this. Then I want you to pause a bit and strum up. Let me show you what I'm actually doing with my strumming hand quickly. I am using a pick. If you decide to use a pick, balance it on your first finger like that, and then clamp it in position with your thumb. So this is bad. Please don't use a middle finger, and don't use 3 fingers either. So like we said, first finger balancing, thumb locks it in, and here's that down strum. We mentioned all 6 strings, and then the up strum. Okay, that's for starters. Down, up. So the down refers to the direction of the strumming, obviously, and up the same. Okay, we'll get more into the strumming later. Back to the chords first. Next up, we're looking at the chord D. Starting finger 1 is on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string from the bottom. I'm repeating a lot so we don't forget these things. Very important techniques. Middle finger number 2 is going to go onto the bottom string, string number 1, 2nd fret. And then your ring finger number 3 goes to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Now the only thing when you play the D chord, please don't strum those 2 strings. So you're going to strum something like this. You're going to place your pick onto the 4th string or just above it and strum down and up again like we did for the G chord. When you're playing the song later, if you accidentally strike 5 strings or 6 strings, don't stress, and most important, never stop. I want you to learn to roll with the strumming. So if you make a mistake, that's fine. No one's going to shout at you. But try your best to go 4 strings for the D chord. Okay, back to your fretting hand. And we're on to A minor, which starts with finger number 1 on the 2nd string. Finger number 2 goes to the 4th string, 2nd fret, and then your ring finger number 3 goes onto the 3rd string, fret 2, and you strum the bottom 5 strings. And just for practice for this, down, up on each chord. So as you played G, down, up, D, down, up, and A minor, down, up, and we're going to learn C now as well. Now, what's quite cool when you change on the A minor, I want you to get back to A minor for me quickly. So you're back to the A minor shape. When you change to C for this song, you'll notice that all you really have to do is take the ring finger, which is tapping there, and place him onto the 3rd fret of the 5th string. So there's my A minor, there's my C. And the lesson there is minimal finger movement. The more you move your hand, longer it takes to get there, so you go for efficiency, a little bit of movement. And C also from the 5th string. Now, once you've learned those 4 chords, believe it or not, you can play a whole lot of other songs as well. But we sticking now with Speak Now. At the bottom of your PDF, you'll see there are 3 strumming patterns with a down, up for number 1, which we've been doing. And then number 2, we're going to go down, up, down, etc., etc. But let me focus now onto your strumming hand. And we're working with what we call 4/4 timing, which means we're simply counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you've got the picture. Okay, and in the red there on the PDF by number 1, you can see that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus. The pluses are the ands, giving you the 1 and 2 and 3. On the 1, as I say 1, I strum down because there is a down arrow under the 1. Okay, so you'll notice that on all the rhythm patterns, if there's an arrow under a number, like the 1 or the 2 or the 3 or the 4, if there's an arrow there, it's always a down strum. If there's an arrow under the and, you strum up. Okay, so what we're learning over here is numbers are down beats, ands are up beats or off beats. So if you do the first pattern with a G chord, it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and very important to strum as you say the count, not after the count. So this is bad. 1 and 2 and, because there was a pause, it must be immediate. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, change. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, change. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, change. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, change. And that's what I'd like you to try and practice for starters, just to get slowly used to the movement of the hand. Your fingers over here will get faster, so don't worry too much if the fingers aren't getting the movements you want yet. The speed will come. Your second rhythm, which will be for the second verse, same chord sequence, same G, same D, same A minor, same C, but you'll notice there's an extra and 4 in the strumming pattern. So your second strumming pattern, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down. Now some might frown at me and say, you shouldn't really say down, up, down, learn to count. But it gets you playing, and that's the important thing. Once you're playing, we can always reattach the value of the counting to that. So the goal over here is to get you playing. So make sure you can do the first rhythm pattern, second rhythm pattern. And when she gets to the chorus, that's just down, up, down, up, down, up. But there's a bit of an accent. And the accent is a loud beat. Now listen to this, for example. That just sounds pretty boring, but if I go, you can hear that some of the strums are a bit louder. Those accents are on the 2 and the 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you need to learn to play louder for the 2 and the 4 for the third rhythm. You'll notice I've got the 2 and the 4 in bold on the count, so it stands out a little bit more as well as a focus point. Now the only other change that's going to happen for the song over here is when you get to the bridge. What you've done so far is G, D, A minor, C, correct? All that happens when you get to the bridge, it now starts with A minor, goes to C, and then G and D. So this sequence of change are basically your first two chords, the G and the D, are now your last two chords. So you're starting on your last two chords, A minor and C, and then you go G and D. So your bridge is going to go, let's try this again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and C and 2 and 3 and 4 and G and 2 and 3 and 4 and D. And then we're going to lose myself in a daydream. You'll see there's a NC. And NC means no chord. It's an abbreviation for no chord, NC, and it means you go dead quiet. When the chorus, when she gets to the last C, it says stop. You actually play the chord and then you stop. And you can just bring your palm in to stop the sound like that. That should keep you through Speak Now. So if you got any questions, let me know. If you're not sure with the finger positionings or something like that and you want some guidance with your finger numbers, drop me a WhatsApp. You will have my details, otherwise you wouldn't have got the link to this video. I'll be happy to help. I want to get you playing, so let me know how it goes. Hope you enjoyed Speak Now. And think about what your next song would be. If you like singing along, who's your favorite artist, what's your favorite songs? It gives me some sort of direction as to how I can guide you to get playing guitar a lot better. Looking forward to hearing from you. Have an awesome week and we chat soon.